Hello, dear professor. We are the group number 5, and we are going to talk about the issues of quantitative research and the basic concepts of quantitative research.
Numbers are symbols that represent quantities and their relation with units of measure. In research, we are interested in categorizing number types according to the valid mathematical operation in each case. This gives rise to nominal, ordinal, and continuous scales. The nominal scale simply assigns names or tasks with a numeric value, such as classifying students by gender. The ordinal scale establishes a certain order, such as grouping performance levels into low, medium, or high. The continuous scale allows measurements at any point, such as the time required to complete an educational task. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to talk about the type of data. Qualitative data can correspond to categories. On the other hand, quantitative data can be continuous are those in which it is possible to observe an infinite numbers of values. It's regularly spaced between 2 points on their measurements interval. The discrete are those that can only have a finite number of values in their range of measurement. And the converting nominal, each of these grading letters represent percentage and in which fraction are part of the whole. Here we can see some examples. We can see fraction, decimal, and percentage.
Thank you, Gloria. Okay. I will talk about how to express probability with numbers, okay? To express probability with number, you can use a scale ranging from 0 to 1, where 0 represented impossibility and 1 represents certain, and values in between denote the likelihood of an event occurring. This scale is commonly referred to as the probability scale. When you express probability with the numbers, the result often use decimal or percentage. For example, a probability of 75 can also be expressed as 75%. This numerical representation provides a quantitative measure of probability of an event occurring based on the data provided, okay? Remember, expressing probability with numbers is like assigning a measure to how likely something is to happen. Thank you.
Okay, I am going to talk about variables and measurement. In quantitative research, variables and measurements must be clear for our research work, since they are key aspects for the development and elaboration of the theoretical framework and serve to define the methodological strategy. Variables are characteristics or concepts that can be measured and analyzed numerically. Measurement involves assigning numbers to these variables to quantify them objectively. The definitions, concepts, and operations. The concept definition, it facilitates understanding and adaptation to the practical requirements of the research. An operational definition, it is a detailed description of the steps or procedures used to translate an abstract concept into observable and quantifiable terms, ensuring consistency and objectivity in data collection. And variables, dimension, and indicators. In quantitative research, variables are measurable concepts. Dimensions represent specific aspects of those variables and indicators are the specific units of measurement within those dimensions. And for example, in the study of educational quality, the variable could be academic achievement. Its dimensions could be mathematical achievements and reading comprehension, and the indicators could be specific test scores. These elements structure the research for accurate measurement and statistical analysis.
Thank you very much, Sylvia. Good evening. My name is Elsa Yaulema. I am going to talk about operationalization. A variable, any characteristics of reality that can be determined by observation and that can show different values from one observation unit to another. It is an aspect or dimension of a phenomenon that has a characteristic, the ability to assume different values quantitatively or qualitatively. Classification of variables. Observable variables, attributable variables, active variables, stimulus variables, response variables. I am going to talk about a list of qualitative variables. Qualitative variables, ordinal variables, and quantitative variables. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rosita. Causality and latent variables. Causal variables, there are two types of dependent and independent variables. The independent variable is the one that causes the effect and the other, and the one on which the effect is produced in the dependent variable. Latent variables, there are unobserved random entities that do not have a specific measurement. In the skills as measuring instruments help to test what the theory seeks to explain and unseen phenomena that influence behaviors. Carelessness in the part of the researchers in using the items can lead them to wrong conclusion of theories. Understanding the limitation of the research is necessary to accurately evaluate the conclusion drawn. Numbers are important to identify variables, choosing and measuring instruments. Levels of measurement determine the operation to use and statistical test in each level. There are 4: nominal, ordinal, interval, ratio. Operationalization of concepts refers to measuring concepts and their application. It is necessary to specify an observable variable to reflect the concept. Concepts help to interpret observation. Thank you very much.